Okay, the diamond and the box method. So in this method, we're still going to factor a quadratic trinomial where a equals 1. If you do this method properly, though, a doesn't have to equal 1. It can be anything. So this carries over to the next idea that's going to happen over the weekend. The diamond in the box. So here we go. We have a quadratic. We've seen other ways of factoring it. The diamond and the box are graphic organizers for splitting the middle term. So be careful of what I say goes where. Here's the diamond. It's the diamond because there's this part of it that we don't draw. All right, so there's the diamond. Diamond has 4 spots. In the top, we take, I'll use some color. In the top, we take the first term times the second term. So 100x squared. In the bottom, we put the middle term, negative 25x. Okay, now with this, in these 2 boxes, we're looking for 2 things that multiply to 100x squared, multiply the top, and add to negative 25x, add to the bottom. Now, 2 terms that multiply to x squared and add to x, when they add, they have to be like terms. When they multiply, they need to multiply to x squared, therefore they both have x in them. Negative 25, 100. Multiply to 100, add to negative 25. If they multiply to a positive number, they're both the same sign. If they add to something negative, they both must be negative. 125, 125. Let's see, that seems like we could factor 100, 1 in 100, 2 in 50, et cetera, et cetera. 5 and 20 are the keys to making it add to negative 25 and multiply to 100x squared. Okay, that's the diamond part. Here's the box part. This trinomial, 3 pieces, needs to go in these 4 spaces. All right. The first term of the trinomial goes in the first space. The last term of the trinomial goes in the last space. These 2 spaces are filled with these 2 terms that we are basically splitting the middle term with. Doesn't matter which we put where, negative 5x and negative 20x, as long as they're in those corners. Now, we have written out the same thing we have here. X squared minus 5x minus 20x plus 100 is the same as x squared minus 25x plus 100. It is splitting the middle term. It's just an organized way of doing it. Now, instead of doing that deal where we have to do the common denominator and the 2 parts, we just take the greatest common factor of both columns and both rows. Right? You always take the sign of what you're right next to. So we're going to put something on the top and something on the left. Something on the top and something on the left. So x squared and negative 20x. The biggest thing that comes out of both of those is x. Negative 5x and 100 is negative 5. I take this sign, negative 5. Negative 5, I take that sign. Going across, biggest thing that comes out of x squared and negative 5x is x. Greatest common factor of negative 20x and 100 is negative 20. And we have factored the trinomial into x minus 5 coming from the top and x minus 20 coming from the side. Okay? And you will find that when we multiply this out, you get that. Okay? All right, I'm going to do one more, but I'm going to do that in a separate video because I think this video got a little long already. All right, so we'll do one more in a minute.